So I'm here with my good friend Pascal Jacobs, who's the head of business line for home and garden at Katoen Natie. Pascal, thanks for the great talk on omni-channel logistics. Nobody said it was going to be easy. So I've just got 3 questions for you. Just tell us a bit about why supply chain becomes so important.
Well, it was about time that we could put the logistics on the agenda. Because today we talk about customer centricity, but at the end it's the customer who decides everything about the supply chain. He decides when we deliver, where we deliver, at what time we deliver, how we deliver, with what service, etc. So actually he's the master of the universe, but therefore also he decides everything on supply chain. So that is why it's so important, the customer centricity within supply chain.
Okay, all right. And just tell us a bit about some of the game changers that are impacting supply chain that you talked about.
Yeah, well, so I went digging deep in all these trends everybody talks about, because I was very interested in knowing what is the effect of these trends on the supply chain. So that's why I went looking for what are the real game changers, what is happening that impacts so much my supply chain. And one of them, for instance, was the increasing import of direct sourcing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, it's huge, the impact. Many distributors today do not know how many warehouse capacity we'll need next year, because they eliminate middlemen, yes, and that's why the same volume is going over less players. But these players have see their volume exploding. A second one is that the order profile is changing a lot, and at the same time, the stores are reducing stock. So what happens is that we go from low transactions and a high volume to a lot of transactions, but always smaller volumes. And these volumes are not only smaller, but also much more difficult, because the customer specifications are increasingly high. Yes. Sure. Then of course we see the growing speed. Everything is going quicker and quicker and quicker, and the cutoff time we have to do the next day delivery is always later and later. So if you cutoff is 10 o'clock in the evening, you have to still to do the picking, send it, and the next day you will want your package at your home at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Okay.
So the last one, yes, is that the mindset in the warehouses is changing, and it has to change. And why is that? Because today, when you deliver out of a warehouse, a consumer, any mistake that you make, a wrong product, product too much, a broken product or anything, has a direct impact on your consumer. And he will not be happy of your service. So that's why the mindset is really a zero tolerance. No mistakes allowed. That means that we change a lot of processes. And we also select our people, yes, on quality specifically for warehouses that deliver directly to consumers.
Okay. Last question, any advice for retailers and suppliers in this new world?
Oh yeah, plenty. But I think the most important advice is do not try to invent workarounds. Try to reinvent a new supply chain model. Forget what you have, start from greenfield, yes, and start from a big import hub where you build up the flexibility and make sure that your model is modular. I presented a 3-step model, yes, which is easy, plug and play, and in function of your volumes and the services that you want to deliver and where do you want to deliver them, you can build your supply chain that way, and very important, to keep your flows as short as possible.
Fantastic. Pascal, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the conference.
Absolutely.
Great.
It was brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.